The Tulsa Race Massacre, also referred to as the Tulsa Race Riot or the Black Wall Street Massacre, took place on the 31st of May and 1st of June in 1921. Mobs of white residents, many of whom were backed and armed by city officials, attacked black businesses and homes and killed residents of the Greenwood District in Tulsa. In his 2016 book, Scott Ellsworth refers to it as the single worst incident of racial violence in American history. Before we move on, be sure to show your support by subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. The riot began over the Memorial Day weekend. A 19-year-old black shoeshiner by the name of Dick Rowland was accused of assaulting Sarah Page, a 17-year-old white elevator operator at a building close to where he worked. The police questioned Page, but no written account of her statement was taken. After a brief investigation, the authorities determined that there was no assault. Rowland had simply grabbed her arm, possibly because he was about to fall, and nothing more. Page told the police that she would not press charges. However, whether or not the assault had occurred, the accusation alone was reason enough for Rowland to be afraid. At the time, such an accusation would put him at risk of being attacked by angry mobs of white people. After his arrest, rumors began to spread that Rowland was to be lynched, and hundreds of white men gathered around the jail where he was being kept. Upon hearing these reports, approximately 75 black men, many of whom were armed, arrived at the jail with the intention of protecting Rowland from being lynched. The sheriff persuaded the black men to leave, assuring them of Rowland's safety. As the group was leaving, a member of the white mob tried to disarm one of the black men, and a shot was fired. Immediately, all hell broke loose. 12 people were killed, 10 of whom were white and 2 black. News of the violence spread throughout the city, and mob violence erupted. Throughout the night and the following morning, white rioters rampaged the black neighborhood, killing innocent people and burning and looting property. The violence continued until the following afternoon, when the Oklahoma National Guard managed to gain control of the situation by declaring martial law. The vicious attack against black residents of Greenwood, which was the wealthiest black community in the United States at the time, was carried out on the ground and from private aircraft and destroyed 35 square blocks of the district. 10,000 black people were left homeless, and over $1.5 million of real estate was damaged. This equates to over $32.5 million in today's money. Over 800 people were admitted to hospitals, and nearly 6,000 black residents were forcefully interned at public facilities for several days. The Oklahoma Bureau of Vital Statistics recorded 36 deaths, 26 black and 10 white. However, a state commission that examined the events in 2001 gave estimates of between 75 to 300 deaths. A large number of black survivors left Tulsa, and those that remained did not speak of the terror and violence for decades. Sadly, there was also little to no mention in local, state, and national histories. 75 years on, the Oklahoma Commission to study the Tulsa Race Riot of 1921 was established. After thorough investigations, the commission published its final report in 2001, concluding that the city of Tulsa had conspired with the mob of white citizens against the black citizens, and recommended a program of reparations for survivors and their descendants. As a result, the state passed legislation to establish scholarships for descendants of survivors and encourage economic development of Greenwood. In 2020, the massacre finally became part of the Oklahoma school curriculum. We hope you found this video informative. If you liked the video, be sure to comment below and share with others. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and turn notifications on so you don't miss future videos.